Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Donald Wesley, and today I brought you all here to talk about not using your cell phone while driving. It's in my eyes, a pretty common thing that happens quite often. Causes a lot of accidents on the road, and thus bringing me to this topic of why you shouldn't use your mobile device while operating a motor vehicle. So, today I have a couple statistics for you that I have found, and the first one I have is, according to Huffington Post, written by Aaron Shoemaker, 1 in 4 motor vehicles cause a vehicle accident. That was a statistic that was found. The driver was texting. And for the second one, both these statistics, forgot to mention, are from the same post. The second one is, on average, drivers who look away at their cell phones while driving spend approximately 5 seconds. And traveling at the speed of 55 miles per hour can be equivalent to traveling the length of a football field. So you see where, looking down at your phone might, be a pretty bad thing. And in one case, according to NBC News, on October 20th, 2015, a 17-year-old teenager by the name of Carly was texting, blew a stoplight, and T-boned a vehicle that contained a father and young daughter. Both were killed on impact, and the teenager was charged with vehicular homicide. And that was when she was texting. Second incident, according to the National Safety Council, or NSC.org, happened while this particular person was actually talking on their phone and not texting. They reportedly were looking forward at the road and also blew a red light and hit someone, killing a 12-year-old boy. And according to National Safety Council, and I quote, multitasking is a myth. So for someone who says, they can talk on the phone while driving and they can look around, they say that your brain actually cannot do two things at once. So when people say they can look at the road and talk at the same time, it's a myth. Another quote from the National Safety Council is, hands-free devices also do not eliminate cognitive distraction. So what they mean is that even in a situation where you're using hands-free devices, while you're talking, your brain is focusing on having that conversation and actually not focusing on the road. So, in short, those also do not, it doesn't make it easier, or it doesn't make it safer to, talk while you're driving. As I said before, the sources that I used, first one was Huffington Post, second one, NBC News, third one, National Safety Council, or nsn.org. At this time, if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask.
Would you be able to use your mobile device to control music? Would you be against that?
I would be against that, because again, according to the National Safety Council, they, and I quote, say that your brain cannot do two things at once. So if you're focusing on changing music, your brain is focusing on changing the music and not actually looking at the road or focusing on driving themselves.
Brings me to another question.
Okay.
So for navigation, would you be opposed to using your phone for navigation?
No, again, I'd say the passenger or passengers should probably be the ones focusing on that. And maybe while the driver is driving, the passenger could tell them where to go. Or in most cases, in today's world, our devices talk to us without even the passengers having to say anything. So I think for that split moment where the device is talking to the driver, I believe it's okay for them to be able to listen while they're driving to the directions, of course.
I have a question.
Okay.
So would you be for the new device that police can use to scan your phone after an accident to see if you were using it within minutes of the accident?
Yes, and the reason why I say yes is because actually one of these cases that I mentioned, the article mentioned that a police officer was able to do that and figured out that one of the drivers actually posted on Facebook just a few seconds before the accident. So that helped them solve that case, which led to vehicular homicide.